everybody, welcome. My name is Jan-Jaap Abbink. I'm reporting for JJA Sport Studio. Um, and tomorrow is, of course, AEW Dynasty. And we're going to do a little bit of prediction video for you guys. I'm going to talk a little bit through, give my thoughts, where we stand, and yeah. We had an amazing week, by the way, with DJA Sport Studio. We got a lot of new subscribers, we noticed, due to a video we uploaded for the announcement of Ruby Soho, who announced who she's pregnant. We want to congratulate her also by this video. Good luck, and we'll hope to see you soon back. But let's go back, because people who've seen my videos before know me. I always like to wander a little bit off, but I'll try to stay intact today. Alright, we're starting with the 0-hour matches. I will go a little bit quickly through them. There really is not much sense to these matches, if I be honest. This is my problem with Dynasty. We had a good long time time to build up, but the build up started very late, in my opinion. Yeah, for some matches it didn't, but the two top matches, will come later. Will Ospreay, for example, against Brian Danielson, and quickly, and Samoa Joe and Strickland. These two were good build up, but the rest, yeah, could have been better. That's my opinion, but you know what I mean. All right, let's start with the pre-show or 0 hour, or what you want to call it. We're starting off with Trent Beretta against Matt Sydal. I will go with Trent Beretta. I don't know why. It's just a feeling. So, you have that sometimes a feeling that, your inner gut says, well, that's going to win. I don't know why. I know they, Trent Beretta just turned heel, and, yeah, whatever. It's a match. You could easily do these matches on Dynamite, if you ask me. If you really want to have a good, it would sell, I think. But on the pay-per-view, all right. But that's my opinion. I have to be honest, guys. I'm nothing against AEW or something, for the new ones. All right. Then the second 0-hour match. I have them on phone, that's why I'm looking down. See people? See, that's why. Orange Cassidy against Shibata, against Shane Taylor and Lee Moriarty. People, by the way, why don't I know them out of my head? Trust me, I'm so bad with names, it's terrible. See, here go again, going off, what I mean. Orange Cassidy and Shibata, I think they will go over. It sounds logic. It's actually funny to me that Orange Cassidy is actually on the 0 hour. It is a guy who's built up very good, has a very good strong position, but yeah. And Shane Taylor, the guy doesn't, I'm not a big fan of him. And I don't know why, it just doesn't work me out. But hey, nothing against the guy, all good friends. Alright, and then I think you can call the main event of the 0 hour, if you can call that, by the way. The Acclaimed versus Bullet Club Gold. Alright. I think since Switchblade, since he came to AEW, right? And let's call spade a spade. His booking, he's not booked really well, and every time I try to invest in Bullet Club Gold, it's a little bit like, come on, this can be better. I've seen these guys do better, and there's so much talent in that tag team. Really, it is. If you're talking about one bad booking with AEW, it's actually the Bullet Club Gold who suffers the most. You know. And unfortunately, I think they're going to United belts, the ROH six-man tag team belt against a trios belt from AEW. They're going to unite, and I think they're going to put it on the Acclaimed. Don't know why. The guys are over. Yeah. It's just a match, whatever, But we're going to get a title change somehow. I mean, winner takes all. But I think it's going to the Acclaimed. Nothing against Bullet Club, but it just they could be booked better. I mean, they know they can. All right, and then Roderick Strong against Kyle O'Reilly. Now, here's a matter. All right, we have just learned that what's his name again? It's terrible. Here you see again. I get names lost. This United King, this United Kingdom faction or whatever they called, it doesn't work. It should have been working if MJF was more healthier. Adam Cole, there it was. Adam Cole also not been injured. Then it would have been fine. But now we have learned that Adam Cole has been taking off the road. He's going to be longer injured. So whenever he comes back, it doesn't work. It doesn't flounder. They put already the gold on several members, and but it should be dominant, and for it doesn't work, right? MJF, I think he's going to return this weekend. By the way, that's my question. I think we're going to start a little bit off like we're going to see with this match. Going to see a little bit something happening, with his mask, with the devil, right? We're going to see Florence. He's not there yet. I think he's going to be first returning on Double or Nothing, if you ask me. We've seen him before they're returning. If we do that ladder match, I think in that match he will come back. But here starts slowly the build-up. And he get confused. But something happening. Kyle O'Reilly wins. But he doesn't get a title. So maybe a count out or a disqualification or whatever. Something's going to happen. Because if MJF is now coming back, it's best to keep the title on Roderick Strong. Because then MJF can start feuding with him and slowly wait till Adam Cole is coming back. That's how I see it. But I think Roderick Strong is keeping the title, but he will lose. And in that way you can build up, you protect a little bit Kyle O'Reilly, who just came back. So he will go over. But he doesn't win the title. It sounds a little bit weird, but it's some sort of match. Okay, and then for the FTW title, Hook against Chris Jericho. Listen, we all know what Chris Jericho's role is there right now, right? He's there to put over people. And now it's rumored that Hook, there's interest from WWE on Hook. I don't believe that. I don't know how long his contract is with AEW. But more or less, I think Hook will go over. Chris Jericho doesn't need another title run at this moment, especially not the FTW title. It's nice to put him on a little bit because to hype up the title, but I don't think the title needs it. Let Hook have it. Let Hook go over so he can get a push. Because I think the guy is talented. Everybody is yelling about. I think he can be there. He still has to learn a lot, and he needs that next step. Now Chris Jericho can put him there. Yes, I'm aware that Chris Jericho lost a little bit of touch, and I know he's on. And it sounds to me also he's a little bit on his way out. He's not the youngest anymore. To be quite honest. I think Chris Jericho is a legend. But you can slowly see his time has come, people. So therefore, I choose Hook. It's obvious Chris is going to put him over. Alright, and here comes a lot we have to talk about the next match. For the AEW Tag Team Championship, a ladder match, the Young Bucks against FTR. And there's a lot been talking about what happened with the footage on AEW or in that's been aired, and I think it's just to build something up. Is it wise to do it? No. Do I have a problem with it? No, not whatsoever. I mean, we all know what happened. I'm not going to give my opinion. It's going to give a lot of discussion. I have my opinion on it, but I want to stay on the neutral side on this. Because you can look at it both ways. I see a lot of people complain, yeah, there's no sound on. I want to address that, people. I even contacted to check this with the UK government. They explained to me on public grounds, so that's including Wembley, there is no sound. It's not allowed, but due to privacy laws. Because you have to understand, these are checked by the government. If they need it, for example, if a fight breaks out in Wembley, for example, police have to go and check that. They are not allowed to hear what they said because then it's espionage. So it's the government, and due to that, there's privacy laws on it. So otherwise, you could literally spy someone. That's the whole story, basically said. So I just want to address that. Now, here's going to take the hook. When the footage was presented, and if you notice that the Young Bucks were wearing the scapegoat Jack Perry's t-shirt. Some noticed it, I noticed it too, some didn't, but go check if you didn't notice it. So, and there's a lot of rumors going that Jack Perry's coming back. I think he will be involved in this match. Now the question is he a heel or a babyface? Are they going to pop or they're going to boo him out of the building? Because one side, if you are in the CM Punk group, can't despises Jack Perry. However, the people who are against CM Punk see him as the next big thing. And that's going to be very interesting. I think they're going to keep him in heel. I think he's going to help the Young Bucks to win the title, to screw over FTR. And why is that, people? Because it's very easy. CM Punk is known to be very good friends with FTR. Do you see what they're trying to do? Everybody was bitching and yelling about it on social media. Yeah, they should have done that. Be smart about it. I always say, wait till it plays out. It was a setup job for this match. I know it's cheap. I know it's wrong. But come on, people. Young Bucks go over. Not that I want them. I'm an FTR guy. But it's a perfect way to bring Jack Perry back. Especially with all the connections. The Young Bucks are the EVPs, so they call the ball so they can take the decisions. FTR are friends with CM Punk. How it's so easy, people. It's not rocket science. Just think. Where they go from there. I think they're going to build a whole stable, by the way, with the Young Bucks and Okada and Jack Perry. Maybe still a woman or so. Maybe we see even Jamie Hayter come back and join that stable. I don't know how. I would not like it because I really like Jamie Hayter. I think she should be a babyface. But, she has to come back soon. God, I miss that woman. Hope you're okay, Jamie Hayter. If you're watching, we miss you. The next match. Tony Storm against Thunder Rosa. Now, how much airtime Tony Storm always gets and less how little Thunder Rosa gets is easy picking. Tony Storm goes over. I think she's going to stay champion until Mercedes Moné is ready to go for the women's title. And I think that's going to happen at AEW All in London. Why? I don't know. But I have a feeling of that. Great match if that would happen. And I think there, Mercedes Moné will win the women's title. So against Tony Storm, who's going to just stay champion. It's easy math. But all right, then the next match. Adam Copeland, Eddie Kingston, and Mark Briscoe against the House of Black. It's a trios match. I don't know if they're going to do House of Black rules. I really don't know. Mostly they do. So this is going to be, and Adam Copeland has either no issue to do such matches because, as I always say, smoke and mirrors, people. It covers him up about, that he's not the youngest anymore. That's what it's about. Eddie Kingston, I can easily say that. And Mark Briscoe also familiar with that match. So it's probably going to be a hardcore match. I just have to look it up. Sorry. And they're going to who's going to go over? I think the team of Adam Copeland, Eddie Kingston, and Mark Briscoe. That's it. And here comes a tricky one, the next match, people. Julia Hart against Willow Nightingale. I don't believe, because we're getting next match, the winner of this will face Mercedes Moné, right? A double or nothing. Now that's easy to sign for that Mercedes Moné will win that title, right? If you pay such amounts of money, you're going to put also a title on her. So let's keep that in the facts, right? When that um, that interview 2 weeks ago when Bart Dark and Mercedes Moné got hit down, you can trigger this. It can be a swerve, people. Julia Hart, you would say, ah, it's too easy sometimes. That would be too easy. But Nightingale, if I see Nightingale, she's always so happy, happy person. I can't see her as an heel, but I said that also last time um, with her partner that she would turn on. It didn't happen. People will never, so how she is actually never can get that she maybe turn heel. Right? And that we said it also about Bailey. Yeah, I'm going over to WWE. I'm sorry about that, but it's a perfect example. Bailey could never turn heel. And they did. And they did a very good job on it. Same goes for Willow Nightingale. She is such a person that you expect, she's not going heel. But my problem is, if you see, AEW is one thing good at, and I like. They're not hot potatoing championships. And I don't think Nightingale is going to be transitional. But then it's so easy setup. That's my problem. I think I go with Willow Nightingale anyway. And she turns on Mercedes Moné to turn heel. I know, it sounds ridiculous, but and then Mercedes Moné wins a double or nothing the title. I know it's hot potatoing. I don't like it. I think it's degrading the title because the TBS title actually has put up its work. It's really built up strong lately, and I must admit, Julia Hart also did a great job with it. I think I hold Julia Hart as very high. She's a great wrestler. She's developed so far already. But that angle is too easy. You get me? That's my problem. Next match. Pac against Okada. Pac just came back, and I love Pac. I think he's phenomenal. I think he's great. But Okada just arrived in AEW, and I don't see him lose the title yet. I think Okada is going to retain. And it's a little bit shameful, Pac, because he just came back, and yeah, what will be next for him? And don't get me wrong, because Pac is such a great wrestler. I like him. He's awesome in the ring and everything. I go with Okada. Then a match that is a candidate for the match of the year. Yes. Will Ospreay against Bryan Danielson. And trust me, this is so hard to predict. I really have no clue, but we know that it's time for Bryan Danielson slowly running out. He's going to part-time maybe, or fully retired. I think he's going to part-time. He's going to do still some matches, but not on a regular basis. And I think due to that, well, Ospreay just came. He is so over in AEW. He's a great wrestler. He's still young. You have to build him up. And this is a perfect way to build up Will Ospreay. My pick goes to Will Ospreay. Bryan Danielson can take a loss, people. He doesn't need to win this match. And it pains me because I would like also Bryan Danielson to win because he's so great. He's so phenomenal. I got so much respect for Bryan Danielson, people. I really do. And some people ask me, well, should it not be that Bryan Danielson should get a title shot for the AEW World Championship? Absolutely. Maybe a short one. Then, I don't know, win next pay-per-view. And then, I don't know, yeah, MJF coming back. I think, and if I've seen him a little bit through the years, I think Bryan Danielson doesn't even want a world title. He is happy to put over these great matches because they're phenomenal. This is a match I am so looking forward to. I'm so looking forward. When that match was announced, people, I jumped in the air for joy from yes, this is the match that's going to put on a high ranking place of the wrestling match of the year candidate. So good this match is. This is the Real Madrid against Paris Saint-Germain or the I don't know, something like that. The Liverpool against Manchester City. Definitely going to get that fireworks if you're a football fan, of course, right? Hey, I am. But my pick is Will Ospreay. Alright, and the main event. Samoa Joe against Strickland. My prediction, I think Samoa Joe has done a great run as champion. I like Joe. I really do. I think he's, he has that experience. He has such, if I see Samoa Joe, right, I see him as a true leader. And he has so much experience, he has so much to help these guys. But Strickland, yeah, he's phenomenal. He's so over. I'll tell you this, right? I think I told you guys this before. Strickland, when he came to when he was released and came over to the AEW, a few weeks on television, and he will be on Rampage, or maybe he's even sitting at home. It's gonna be nothing, and he started winning. So, okay, started a little bit high, but I was still not convinced. And that match against Adam Page. With the staples and everything. Yeah, you have to understand, right? When I watch wrestling, because I live in Denmark, right? It's middle of the night. I watch them because of my work for JJA Sport Studio. So I was watching that match, and then they started with the staple and everything and drinking blood. I was directly awake from what? And I started to look, and that match was so great. Swerve was phenomenal, and after that match, I was hooked to Swerveland, and I could see how great he actually is. He is so phenomenal in telling the story in the ring, to do the promos, how great he is, and why he's actually over. And I held him up so high at this moment. Yeah, I think they're going to put the title on. Is it a little bit late? Yeah. He should have won last time already, but okay. Whatever. I think it's the time we're getting a title change. Swerve Strickland winning the AEW World Championship. Now, these are my predictions. I'm actually curious what you think. Let me know in the comments. I'm always interested to hear what you think, what your predictions are. Anyway, if you're going to watch tomorrow, have a great pay-per-view. Hope you enjoy it. And also, if you want to leave what your thoughts were about the pay-per-view, also you're welcome to lay them in the comments. Anyway, and keep your eye, of course, for the latest news around and developments around Dynasty on JJASportStudio.com. Alright, thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Jan-Jaap Abbink and I'm reporting for JJA Sport Studio. Have a great weekend, have a great AEW Dynasty. See you next time.